The internet is on fire right now, and fans are in complete shock. Just when we thought the King Von story had finally settled, boom! A new leak just shook the entire rap game to its core. We're talking FBI files, secret meetups, and a possible betrayal that might change how fans see Lil Durk and Asian Doll forever. Alleged transcripts are circulating that seem to tie both Lil Durk and Asian Doll to conversations involving King Von's final days. And let's just say, not everyone was as loyal as they claimed. Was Von set up by his own circle? Did Asian Doll know more than she let on? And why is Lil Durk's name popping up in Fed files again? Screenshots, wiretaps, cryptic tweets, deleted posts. Fan pages are going wild. We're seeing trending hashtags like Join Justice for Von, Join Asian Exposed, and Join Durk the Don or Durk the Devil. This is deeper than rap. This is betrayal, legacy, and power in the streets. But trust, we're just scratching the surface. Keep watching, because what we uncovered next might just flip this entire story on its head. It all started with a single post. Just one story, one screenshot, one blurry audio clip, circulating like wildfire. A low-quality voice note leaked from a private group chat sent fans spiraling into a frenzy. The voice? Allegedly Lil Durk, and the topic? King Von. But what caught everyone off guard was the way he mentioned Asian Doll's name, like there was something she wasn't supposed to be a part of. Fans immediately started dissecting every word. They were pausing, rewinding, slowing it down. And what they heard was cold. Durk allegedly saying something like, "She not supposed to know that. She talked too much." That one sentence lit a fire in the trenches. The comment sections were instantly flooded with theories. What did Asian know? Was she in too deep? Was she loyal to Von? Or was she moving reckless behind his back? Meanwhile, Asian Doll had been acting off for weeks. Vague tweets, old photos of Von being reposted, crying emojis with no context. People thought she was grieving or clout chasing, but now fans are thinking maybe she was trying to send a message. Maybe she knew something all along and just didn't know how to say it out loud. Then came the FBI files. No one knows who leaked them. It could have been an inside source, maybe a fan with connections, maybe someone from Von's old circle who finally had enough. But these documents, real or fake, had names, dates, surveillance summaries, even redacted transcripts that allegedly tie Lil Durk to conversations about Von's protection. And in those same files, mentions of a female figure close to the victim who had prior knowledge of escalating tensions. That description was too on the nose. Fans instantly pointed the finger at Asian Doll. The whole internet started choosing sides. Some said Durk was trying to keep Von safe. Others said he pulled back when it mattered most. And Asian, some believed she was trying to warn him. Others think she was playing both sides. Street royalty with a vendetta. Meanwhile, Asian Doll finally responded, but not with a statement. She went live. In a shaky, emotional stream from her car. Tears in her eyes, she said, "I always loved Von. Y'all don't know what we been through. People out here talking like they know what really happened, but they wasn't there. I ain't never snake him. I ain't never turn on him." But fans weren't convinced, especially when Durk posted an hour later. His story. A black screen. One sentence. "Snakes don't hiss no more, they post RIP." Everyone knew who that was about. Then the drama hit a whole new level. King Von's sister, Kayla B, entered the chat. She went live too. Full on fire mode. Yelling into the phone, calling out names, accusing people of being fake. If y'all knew what really happened that night, y'all would shut TF up. I don't care about no rap shit. This was my brother, and a lot of these loyal people. They was never really down for him like they say. Her words sent shockwaves. Now it wasn't just blogs talking, it was family. And Kayla didn't hold back. She hinted at people being scared to speak the truth because of contracts, lawyers, and fake loyalty. Screenshots started popping up from an old group text between Von's close friends. One message read, "We tried to warn him, told him that loyalty was fake." No names were attached, but fans started speculating hard. Who tried to warn Von? About what? And who was the one faking loyalty? Then Asian Doll's ex-friend popped out the shadows. She posted a TikTok with no sound, just her scrolling through old messages with Asian. One of the messages said, "If anything happens to him, I'm crashing out. I swear I can't live without him." That same ex-friend captioned it, "You was acting like that, but doing this behind the scenes?" It was vague, shady, and perfectly timed. The internet ran with it. Everyone now wanted to know, was Asian Doll caught between love and loyalty? Was she protecting Von, or playing a dangerous game? And the pressure on Durk? It wasn't letting up either. Fans dug up an old interview from 2020 where Von talks about certain people not being there when things get real. He never named names, but now the clip is going viral again. Fans are connecting dots that may or may not be there, but the emotions are too high to care. They want answers. They want loyalty. They want justice. On Twitter, it's a war zone. Team Asian versus Team Durk versus Team Truth. Viral threads are going up by the hour. People pulling receipts from 2021, comparing outfits, tracking phone locations, even digging into old live streams for clues. Nothing is safe. Even old texts between Von and his homies are being leaked by close sources, trying to tell their version of the truth. And in the background of all this chaos, a new voice emerged. Somebody nobody expected. A former O-Block affiliate who had been quiet since Von passed decided to break his silence. In a grainy Instagram live, he said, "Man, everything ain't what it seemed. People acting like they love him now, but when he needed backup, they went ghost. All I'ma say is, the truth gon' come out soon. And when it do, you'll go and look at some of these rap neoms way different." Those words were enough to send the internet into complete panic mode. Who was he talking about, Durk? Other O-Block members? And was he implying that Von was abandoned that night? Or worse, set up. Was abandoned that night. Or worse, set up. One thing was clear. There were secrets in this story that still hadn't come out. And now, with alleged FBI documents floating around and people finally starting to talk, fans are realizing that King Von's story might be far more complicated than anyone thought, but just when you think the drama couldn't get any heavier, just when you thought the smoke was starting to clear, this saga explodes with even more unexpected twists. We dive into a mysterious phone call that changes everything, a secret meetup in Atlanta that has fans convinced this was bigger than beef. It might have been a long-played chess move with deadly consequences. The mysterious phone call came in at 2:43 a.m. Nobody knew who made it, but what's been leaked is the content, or at least a part of it. According to an anonymous source close to the investigation, someone in Von's circle received a call warning them to stay inside, the block is hot. The voice on the other end, allegedly disguised, digitized, masked like it came from a burner. But what really caught people's attention was the language, coded phrases that only people close to Von would understand. Rumors started flying that this call wasn't just a warning. It was a final chess move. An Asian doll? She allegedly knew about it hours before. Fans dug up a tweet from her posted the night of the incident. It simply said, "Energy don't lie." That tweet resurfaced and started trending again. People are now saying she was dropping hints, trying to speak out without saying too much. Others think it's guilt talking, subconscious regret showing through her cryptic social media posts. But then came the Atlanta meetup. Security footage leaked, blurry, black and white, showing 3 figures meeting behind a nightclub in Atlanta just 2 nights before the situation with Von. Fans and amateur detectives claimed 2 of the figures looked like affiliates of Lil Durk. The third? The internet believes it's Asian doll. The footage is grainy, but the outfit matches one she posted on her story that same night. Coincidence? Maybe, but in this game, nothing is ever just a coincidence. Comment sections were on fire. One fan posted, "If that's really her in the vid, then she's been moving shady. Why link with them dudes without Von knowing?" Another wrote, "Von was loyal to a fault, too loyal, and it cost him everything." And then, out of nowhere, a private message got leaked, allegedly from King Von himself. A screenshot of a DM sent just 2 days before his death. It read, "I'm starting to peep everything. People think I'm dumb, but I ain't. Loyalty gon' get tested real soon." The message sent chills down fans' spines. Was Von already seeing betrayal around him? Was he preparing for war without even knowing how close the snakes were? The post blew up, trending on Twitter, TikTok, even Reddit threads went into detective mode. People began matching up timelines, creating side-by-side breakdowns of who was where, when, and why. And one thing that kept popping up: why was Lil Durk so distant in the weeks leading up to the incident? Fans pulled up old interviews where Durk barely mentioned Von, even during the promo for their collab tracks. Some say he was trying to protect him. Others believe he had already distanced himself emotionally, knowing something big was coming. And now, those same fans are calling it out. One viral comment said, "Durk moved like he already knew what was going to happen. Then came the twist nobody saw coming. A recording surfaced. This wasn't a casual phone convo. This was a recorded meeting. Background noise suggested it was a studio session. And in it, a voice that sounds shockingly similar to Lil Durk can be heard saying, I on know if she's solid no more. She too close to both sides. The clip is short, barely 15 seconds, but that was enough to break the internet. Blogs ran with it. Headlines like Durk questioning Asian's loyalty and was she playing both sides all along flooded social media, and Asian Doll, once again, went live. This time, there were no tears, no shaky voice, just a straight face and a direct message to everyone watching. I ain't never switched up on Von. You'll believe what you'll want, but I know what it is. God no. Von no. But even that wasn't enough to calm the storm, especially after Kayla B, Von's sister, clapped back within the hour. On her story, she posted a pic of Von and Asian with the caption, "Pictures lie, memories don't," then added a second story. "He told me everything before he left." Fans lost their minds. Was Kayla implying that Von suspected Asian in his final days? Or was she just speaking emotionally? No one could say for sure, but one thing was obvious. The people closest to Von were still hurting, still holding on to secrets, and maybe still hiding parts of the truth. Then the narrative took a darker turn. An alleged gang affiliate, known only by his street name, Taystax, posted a chilling message on his close friend's story. It read, "Bodies drop when lines get crossed. Von ain't deserve that." That message was up for 10 minutes before it vanished. But of course, fans had already screen recorded it. Within hours, rumors started flying that Taystax had inside knowledge, that he'd been at meetings between O-Block members before and after Von's death. Some even claimed he was the one who warned Von to stay low. But Von didn't listen. The idea of Von being warned and ignored changed everything. Now people weren't just blaming Asian or Durk. They were blaming the system, the street code, the silence that surrounds every artist when things start to go left. But then, in a plot twist that caught everyone off guard, a new player entered the chat, a mysterious account named Truthful Von. This account, with 0 followers and a private profile, began messaging rap bloggers and smaller T-pages, claiming to have full access to a cloud storage folder that contained texts, voicemails, and call logs from Von's personal phone. And what they claimed was in those logs. Game-changing, one DM from the account read, "Von knew. He saw the switch-ups. He was going to cut people off, but he didn't move fast enough." Bloggers were skeptical, but the account dropped a teaser, an alleged screenshot of a voicemail transcription from Asian Doll to Von. In it, she said, "I'm worried about you," people talking, saying you got a target. "I don't like how they moving." Whether real or fake, that post got over 300k likes and went viral on multiple platforms. Some fans said it proved Asian cared. Others said it showed she knew more than she ever admitted. But either way, it kept the fire burning. And as we head into the next part of this unraveling story, one thing's for certain. This ain't just about a rapper and his friends. It's about trust, about betrayal, about how fame, money, and street loyalty clash in the worst ways possible. The unreleased track dropped like a ghost. No announcement, no promo, just a mysterious audio file uploaded to a low-key SoundCloud account titled "Last Words from the King." Within hours, it had over 200k plays. Fans instantly recognized the voice. Raw, emotional, and without ad-libs. It was King Von. No auto-tune, just pain in every bar. And the lyrics? They had everybody second-guessing everything they thought they knew. In the first verse, Von raps about brothers that ain't brothers, and a shorty that said she loved me, but be chillin' with my ops. That line hit hard. Fans flooded the comments. Was he talking about Asian Doll? Was he referencing Lil Durk? Or someone deeper in the circle? And the timing, right after the Truth Von account leaked that voicemail, felt too calculated to ignore. People started matching lyrics to real events. A bar about sitting in the whip, FaceTime blowing up, she ain't answer, was traced back to the night of the incident. Asian had posted a now deleted photo from her story that night, where she looked upset, sitting alone in her car. Fans claimed she was ignoring Von's calls, or worse, already knew something was about to go down. And then there was the line that stopped everybody cold. "I thought I had soldiers. Turns out I had witnesses." One comment on the track said, "He was already feeling the switch. They played chess on a king." Another one said, "He died with a heart full of loyalty, surrounded by people playing roles." The song didn't stay up for long. Within 48 hours it was taken down. Copyright strike. No official label claim, just gone. But by then it was too late. Hundreds of pages had already reposted clips. Blogs were dissecting the lyrics. Fans were building timelines. It felt like Von was speaking from beyond. trying to tell the world what really happened. And then came the flip. A known producer who had worked with both Lil Durk and King Von posted a tweet that broke the silence. Studio energy, don't lie. When it gets weird, you feel it. That tweet hit 1.4 million views in a day. People immediately assumed he was talking about Durk. The theory that even in the studio sessions before Von passed, something felt off, distant, disconnected. A few hours later, that same producer posted a screenshot of a text with Von from 3 weeks before the tragedy. Von had texted, "It's too many yes men around. I feel alone, even when it's crowded." Fans said that one line was proof he was mentally cornered, watching the people around him switch up in real time, unable to say anything publicly. Real time, unable to say anything publicly. And then another bombshell. Kayla B, Von's sister, dropped a comment under a shady blog post. The post claimed Asian Doll had been secretly texting one of Von's ops after his passing. Kayla's comment, just one word, no confirmed. Now the streets were officially in chaos. Every fan page was lit up. TikTokers were stitching old clips. YouTubers were dropping breakdowns by the hour, and Team Asian was on defense mode. Asian herself went live again, but this time she brought receipts, or at least what she called receipts. Messages between her and Von, screenshots, audio clips of them laughing. She said, "He knew my heart. Y'all judging me off clips and rumors, but he knew who I was to him." But that didn't calm things down, especially after another leak hit the timeline. A former O-Block member, hiding behind a black screen and distorted voice, gave an anonymous interview to a podcast that only had a few thousand subs, but the episode went viral overnight. In the interview, he claimed there were warnings sent out. Not once, not twice, multiple times, from what's being watched. People told him to lay low, move different. But the problem is, some of those warnings came from the same people setting the play up. That line exploded online. Fans now had a new theory. What if Von's circle was warning him, but only to cover their own tracks? A play within a play, a double cross wrapped in fake loyalty. People started pulling up old group photos, zooming in on body language, eyes, distance between members. Fans claimed you could see it in their faces. Von didn't trust everybody he smiled with. And that theory got even crazier when an old Instagram live clip surfaced of Von and Durk from months before the incident. During a playful argument on camera, Von says, "Don't be acting like you go and slide for me when the pressure come." Durk laughs it off in the clip, but fans now say it was more real than anyone thought. One viral comment read, "He'd been speaking in codes, nobody listened." And right when fans thought they'd seen it all, another mystery message dropped from the Truth Von account. This time, just one sentence. He left behind a second phone. That post sent every fan into full investigator mode. Now people were speculating that there was a hidden device, maybe a trap phone, maybe a decoy, that Von used to keep tabs on everything. And if that phone ever surfaced, it could blow everything open. Then something crazy happened. An O-Block affiliate posted a story from a low-traffic page, just a quick shot of a cracked iPhone sitting on a table, with a caption that said, "When you hold secrets that could change the game." Nobody confirmed it was Von's. No serial number, no proof, but it was enough for fans to go into a frenzy. Was this the second phone? And if so, what was inside? Screenshots of the story spread like wildfire. The caption alone started trending on Twitter. Blogs reposted it with headlines like, "Was King Von documenting everything before his death? A new phone could expose final 72 hours. Meanwhile, Durk stayed silent. No posts, no stories, just silence. And in the silence, fans got louder. Memes turned serious. Jokes turned into threats, and the entire King Von legacy now felt like it was hanging in the balance. Who was real? Who was fake? Who was loyal? Who folded? And behind all of it, one truth stood out. Von was a king who died surrounded by question marks, and the people who claimed to love him the most were now at war. Not with the ops, but with each other. The final chapter of this explosive saga. Get ready, because we're about to uncover the one betrayal that nobody saw coming. One voice recording that fans claim is the smoking gun. And a sudden move from Lil Durk's camp that might be the ultimate response in this deadly game of silence and secrets. The voice recording wasn't long, just under 2 minutes. But the moment it leaked, everything stopped. Every blog, every fan page, every group chat. It was posted anonymously, same method as before, by the Truth Von account. No caption, no tags, just audio. In it, two people are speaking. One voice sounds eerily similar to Lil Durk. The other is muffled, hard to identify, possibly an associate. And the conversation? It's chilling. The voice that sounds like Durk says, "He out here moving like he invincible. That energy get you lined. I ain't babysitting nobody." It's cold, emotionless, calculated. Fans didn't know what to make of it. Was this real? Was it taken out of context? But before they could even process it, another voice chimes in, saying, "You sure Shorty won't say nothing?" And that's when the name drops. Asian? Nah, she too deep in now. The internet went nuclear. This wasn't just messy anymore. This was war. The idea that Durk and Asian had a private understanding? That Von's downfall might have been discussed like a business move. It was too much. Fans were split down the middle. Some screamed deepfake. Others said this was the confirmation they'd been waiting on for years. Asian Doll posted within an hour. No words. Just a black and white photo of Von and her kissing, with the caption, "If only they knew what we really had." The comments exploded. Half the people showed support. The other half demanded answers. Why your name in that audio? Why won't you just clear the air? Did you know? Kayla B didn't stay quiet either. She posted a screenshot of a blocked call and captioned it, "Don't call me now. Y'all had your chance to be real." Fans believe Asian tried to reach out. Some even think Kayla has access to more messages from Von that she hasn't shared yet. One thing's for sure, this wasn't over. But then came the final move from Durk's side. No words, no statement, just one single act that had everyone talking. He unfollowed Asian Doll on Instagram after all the smoke, after all the posts, after all the silence. That unfollow was the loudest move yet. It was the digital confirmation that something had been broken. Fans flooded the comments. "Oh, it's real now. He cut her off publicly. Von was right. He was surrounded by actors." And right after that, Durk posted a photo to his story. No face, just a pile of money and a message written on a piece of paper. Loyalty don't come with receipts. Either you solid or you folding. Fans read into every inch of that photo. Was it directed at Asian? At the fans? Or at people still hiding secrets behind silence? And then, out of nowhere, the Truth of On account posted its last message. Just 2 words. "I'm done." No explanation. No follow-up. The account was deleted minutes later. Gone, like it was never there. And with that, the saga started to slow down. But not because people had answers, because they had too many questions. One of the last pieces of this story came from someone unexpected, King Von's cousin, a quiet figure who rarely ever posts. He shared an old voice note from Von, recorded during a late-night conversation months before everything went down. Von is laughing in the clip, but then he says something that feels like a goodbye. "If anything ever happened to me, just know I kept it solid till the end. I ain't fold." Not once. That voice note hit different. It hit fans in the heart. Thousands of comments. People crying, saying it felt like Von knew, like he saw the betrayal coming and chose to stand tall anyway. Even if the people around him were switching up, he stayed the same. So what do we really know? The same. So what do we really know? We know Von felt pressure from all sides. We know he was watching people close to him act different. We know he had suspicions. We know FBI files leaked that named both Durk and Asian as having information. We know secret meetups were caught on camera. And we know, in the weeks leading up to his death, Von was starting to distance himself, even from people he once called family. But we also know there's still missing pieces. There's no clear villain, no confession, no court case, no closure. Asian Doll continues to post tributes to Von, claiming she never switched up. Lil Durk continues to move in silence, with coded posts and quiet unfollows. Kayla B keeps fanning the flames, hinting at secrets she may never fully reveal. And the fans? They're stuck between theories, timelines, leaked messages, and their own emotions. Some say Von was betrayed by the people closest to him. Others say it was just the streets catching up with a star who got too bright. Either way, the facts are blurry, the emotions are raw, and the legacy of King Von remains tangled in questions, pain and power moves. As the dust settles, one final thing lingers in the air. King Von's story wasn't just about music, it was about loyalty. It was about what happens when love, fame, money, and the streets collide, and whether or not the truth ever fully comes out. One thing's clear. The king may be gone, but the mystery he left behind, it's more alive than ever. So now that the dust is settling, What are we left with? A king lost too soon, a circle full of unanswered questions, friends who turned distant, a girl caught in the middle, and fans who just want the truth. Was King Von betrayed by the very people he trusted? Or was it all just the streets being the streets? No loyalty, no warning, just smoke. Lil Durk's silence is louder than ever. Asian Doll's tears keep turning into confusion. And the leaked files, the voice notes, the studio confessions, they paint a picture that's hard to ignore. This ain't just another rap beef. This is heartbreak, legacy, and maybe even conspiracy. And still, no one has come forward to tell the full story. So we ask you, what do you think really happened? Was Von moving reckless? Or was he set up by the ones closest to him? Was Asian Doll a real one caught in crossfire? Or was she playing a dangerous game? And did Lil Durk protect his brother? Or distance himself when it mattered most? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Don't hold back. Hit that like button if you want justice for Von. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, because we got even more exclusive stories, breakdowns, and drama dropping real soon. This is bigger than music. This is rap history in the making. Until next time, stay woke, stay watching, and stay ready, because the truth always finds its way to the surface.